People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news, it is called hit and miss, facts versus fiction. Now people, we know that Jamaica is plagued with crime and violence. One of the main contributor is the toll. However, of lately we see that the poor, they are putting in the work, they are getting the results. We see that they are coordinated with customs agency and they've made a couple of big busts at the ports, seaports, wharf, whatever you want to call it, in Montego Bay, also in Kingston. Now people, since this, we've also seen a very disturbing trend, meaning that the poor put up pictures of person of interest. The first one, young lady called Jade and Alicia Edwards, I think. However, she was interviewed, she was let go. The latest one that was all over social media, specifically on YouTube, there were two pictures. These are the pictures right here. Cleon Clark and Cleon Clark, OC Clayton. When the Popo put up these pictures, CTOC, they spoke definitively that, listen, these two persons are not persons of interest, they are suspect. As a matter of fact, there were two specific shipments. They said that Carissa was responsible for one, and then Cleon Clark, he was responsible for two. A shipment of 5 tools on, I think, the 20th of February, and then a shipment of 7 tools on the 28th. Sorry, one was the 20th of January, and then the next one, the 28th of February. Now people, like me say, they implicated this man that he was responsible for 2 of these shipments. When we look at the picture of this man, he looks like the typical run-of-the-mill criminal in Jamaica. Don't know if he is naturally brown, him kind of look bleach out. Him ear does not look like the typical Sagicor NCB worker. So therefore persons were elated. Persons were excited because what Jamaicans like is to take these criminal elements off the street. However people, it seems as if CTOC and the Popo might have blundered once again. This man is a very hard-working man. This man is not any sort of criminal element. This man said that he does not know anything about these shipments. And people, I am going to let you take a listen, take a look. To his friends saying, validating, verifying what type of person he is. And people, remember, there are always 3 sides to every story. Whenever anything happens, even if it is a devil, they are going to clarify or say they are not. So people, take a listen, take a look to what his friend has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Good night, everyone. Clayon has went in custody 3 days ago and has since been released. I would appreciate if all vloggers start promoting the negative side of the story and not preaching the positive side. Cleon Clark is a decent person, and everyone knows Cleon knows that he wouldn't indulge himself in such activity. Cleon Clark is a working class man that has been in a particular company in Montego Bay for over 5 years now and is a top agent at this company. Everyone knows Cleon knows that he is a person that loves to play football. Everyone knows Cleon knows that he is a decent person. And I would appreciate if our vloggers stop promoting the negative side of the story, stating that he is a murderer, is a gunman, or a criminal.
Now people, there was a popular case involving O.J. Simpson. And one of his top lawyers, they made a statement that has stuck in the minds of most persons watching any sorts of court drama. It said if you put in SHIT, you will get back SHIT. So therefore, if the information and the source is incorrect, the only thing that you're going to get is an incorrect result, a person that is framed, implicated in something that he is not implicated or not guilty of. Like me say people, CTOC said what they had to say, and then this man friend is validating and verifying that he is not that type of character. He was interviewed and released 3 days later. So therefore, maybe CTOC and the Popo might have blundered. However, people, that is the opinion of what his friend has to say. Take a listen, take a look to exactly what Mr. Cleon has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Good day, everyone. My name is Cleon Clark. So a few days ago, I was listed on the media as a person of interest. Since then, I brought in myself and has been released. So this is a public notice to let everyone know that I am not a criminal, a gun smuggler, or a murderer. I am a working class young man, has been working for 5 years. These are my equipments. So now I am being forced to bring in my equipments, so I would appreciate CTOC to clear my name so I can go back to my day-to-day activities.
Now people, just before I proceed, remember, 2 persons were a person of interest, more like suspect. 1 person, Carissa Clark, next person, Cleon Clark. Are they sisters? Are they related? I have not heard from Carissa Clark, so maybe they are family. Maybe the name get mixed up because of some sort of family member. Cannot validate or verify that that is the case. But me just say, maybe that is the reason why his name was called up. Don't know. However, you hear this man. When we look at the picture, which is this picture right here, with the 2 people, Carissa and also Clayon, O.C. Clayton. He looks like the typical criminal, like I said. However, while we listen to the video, listen to the audio, we see that this man speaks eloquently for the most part. So therefore we see that the image that was put up by CTOC and then how he speaks and what he does, his job, his friend giving his opinion on what this person is like, and then listen to him, we see that sometimes you cannot judge the book by the cover. So therefore, this man, because of the blunder by CTOC. Now people, I have not heard CTOC or any of these news people, meaning the regular, traditional news media, come out and say them apologize because this man is a hard-working man. So I say this to say that as a blogger, sometimes you get information that is incorrect. However, you have some bloggers that deliberately put out information out there because of clickbaiting. They know within themselves that it is wrong. And then you have some bloggers that are credible. You know the difference, even though you might say otherwise. So I say this to say that I would never put out any information about somebody that is deliberately wrong, misleading. Whenever I put out any sorts of information, if you don't see me come back and do a follow-up, that means say a true. And I am going to address a situation because I told myself I am not going to get involved in any sorts of mix-up. I spoke about a case the other day as it pertains to Toto British. I told you the reason why he lost his life and who was responsible. However, the young lady come out and she denied it. And she said, I know she a hard-working people. She ambitious, she have kids, she have this, she have that. People, remember, when people are evil, they are also liars. One thing that we know about a liar, they like to deny. So therefore, whenever a liar meets with somebody else that has an agenda of lying, they are going to come together and put together some sorts of story. Now people, look at this. If me responsible for somebody losing their life and then the heat come on me, what do you think I am going to say? It is me? if I told you that the person that this person was with have her in fear of her life. She was given an ultimatum, is either you set up the man or you are going DEAD. Do you think that with these young men, fast and swift like bolt, when them come for you, when them take out Toto British, you think say no woman in an sort of car are going to run her and save? Maybe them never know say she in the car. You think say Toto will get lick up how much time until him lose him life, tear head, upper torso shot, and she get caught up in her foot. You think say after this, she was not going to be in fear of her life. And they on social media talk about this one, this and this one, that. People, let me tell you something. You see, anytime when I have some hate instincts, I want to have a next like a hater for edging on, that is all you want. Me and a reason for come and lie upon nobody. It does nothing for me. Look and see how much thing when I do. Who first start drive around Jamaica? Who have style in a blogging? You ever see me a copy anybody? You ever see me take anything from anybody? Why am I have to do that? Stop make people fool, you know. But you know what? Like them say, if you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. I leave that right there, so. Back to the story at hand. Now, people, when it comes to this youth, not only this is defamation of character, this youth could have been out there had he not given himself in. Had he not said, listen, I am a hard-working man. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to fear. I am going to brave up or do the right thing. Contact the popo myself. Go into the popo. Make them ask me. Put me upon the hot seat. Put me under scrutiny. Ask me whatever they want to ask me, so I can clear my name and people. So said, so done. So people, at the end of the day, we have to ask the question. At the end of the day, nobody is perfect. However, at the end of the day, to whom much is given, much is expected. So therefore, CTOC being the top body, one of the top crime organizations in Jamaica, they have to be careful, they have to be mindful. Because what if this youth was actually walking on the street and confronted by the popo? Do you think he would have stand a chance? More than likely, no. However, people, like me say, the man clear him name, and then basically, this is the facts right now. This is the latest post that CTOC and the popo JCF are making. It is said that 2 residents of the United States are now in the custody of the popo for the latest firearm seizure that was at the Industrial Terrace, that is in a Kingston. 21 tool, 18 handgun, 3 rifle. 36-year-old Jermaine Baker, he is from Sunrise, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The next person, 42-year-old Donovan Brown, he is from Bronx, New York. Both were charged for those 2 tools officially. So people, they are no longer person of interest, they were charged. Let's see exactly what is going to happen and why these people actually feel as if them get an opportunity to be residents and citizens of America. However, instead of them seizing that opportunity and doing something positive, they want to be involved in the trade of toll, send back to them own country for cause all sorts of damage and all sorts of murder to their own Jamaican. So people, money is always a motive. Money is most important than anything else to these people, because had they had any sorts of heart, any sorts of conscience, they would not have been involved, entangled in stuff like this. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.